Companies aren't just hiring for today's needs, they're investing in future capabilities. These strategies work across industries as well, from tech to healthcare to retail and creative fields. Let me share three powerful ways to build future focused skills without traditional college that hiring managers find incredibly impressive. While most job seekers are fighting to prove their past performance, top performers are winning offers by showcasing something entirely different: their future value potential. In 2025's hyper evolving market, your ability to demonstrate future skills has become the single biggest predictor of career success. The good news: this shift means unprecedented opportunities for professionals who know how to build and showcase a future skills portfolio, even if you're early in your career. I've helped hundreds of professionals upgrade their careers by using this exact approach with their current company and with new companies. These strategies work across industries as well, from tech to healthcare to retail and creative fields. Today's job market is being reshaped by AI, automation, and rapidly shifting business models. Companies aren't just hiring for today's needs, they're investing in future capabilities. This is strategy number 9 in our career advancement series, Building Your Future Skills Portfolio. I covered all 10 strategies with some very specific tips to get started in 2 episodes on our channel. Go check that out. And today I'm going to completely submerge you in the tactics to execute strategy number 9, your future skills portfolio. But before we get into it, here's your immediate action item. Start documenting every new skill you learn, even the small ones, with very specific examples of implementation. This very simple habit creates the foundation for everything else I'm about to show you. All right, let's get started with number 1, portfolio versus resume mindset. Think of your career like a stock market portfolio rather than a resume. Most candidates only prove past performance, but hiring managers are actually investing in future growth potential. When an investor evaluates a company, they don't just look at past earnings. They assess future market position. The same psychology applies to your career. Notice how a traditional approach says, I managed social media for 3 years, while a portfolio approach demonstrates, I've consistently mastered new platforms 40% faster than the industry average, positioning me to lead our expansion into emerging channels before competitors. The key difference: one proves you did the job, the other proves you're appreciating the asset. Number 2, learning velocity documentation. The first component of your future skills portfolio is your learning velocity. This is how quickly you acquire and implement new knowledge. While others are moving incrementally, high-value professionals demonstrate exponential skill acquisition. The key: create your evolution timeline by mapping what specific skills you've acquired, how quickly you've mastered each one of them. That's your timeline. The measurable impact of implementation. That's all about numbers. And then the interconnections between skills. You're threading it together for the hiring managers with this step. This allows someone to see how deliberate you've been in acquiring skills to have impact right now and in the future. The timeline will show the adaptability speed. Again, this is for what is known in the business right now and for the things the business will have to adapt to in the future. The leader you're going to work for is an expert at change management, and you are showing them you're an expert too, with preparation, skills, and vision for the future. Here's an example. Mastered 3 marketing automation platforms in the time that it takes most professionals to learn one. I personally used this early in the mid-level management stage of my career. Here's how. By achieving my MBA in less than 2 years while working 70+ hours per week in a Hurricane Katrina impacted geography. By showing this speed and velocity to get my MBA while working this strenuous schedule and hours in an impacted geography, this landed me an immeasurable global MBA internship with the same company and doubled my income directly following that internship. Now you know what to put on your skill evolution timeline map. Let's talk about how to lay it out visually. It has to be clean and simple and easy to follow. Here's exactly how to create your skill evolution timeline that hiring managers can instantly understand. Step 1, choose the right visual format. I recommend to create a horizontal timeline with clear time markers. I recommend using a single page landscape orientation. Use a clean professional design with a maximum of 3 colors for visual distinction. Step 2, plot your skill acquisition points. Place each significant skill you've acquired as a node on the timeline. Group related skills using the same color. For each skill, you want to include the skill name, keep it concise but specific, the date you acquired or mastered that skill, time to proficiency compared to the industry if possible, and a small icon representing the skill inventory. Step 3, add implementation evidence. Below each skill node, add a small call out with 1 to 2 short bullet points. You want to show how you've applied this skill in real scenarios, then the measurable outcome or improvement that you achieved, and any recognition for this implementation of this skill. Step 4, illustrate connection points. You want to draw clear lines related to skills to showcase your strategic learning path. Use dotted lines to connect complementary skills that create unique combinations. And step 5, highlight acceleration points. Mark points where your learning velocity increased significantly. These acceleration points are impressive to hiring managers as they demonstrate your growth trajectory. Step 6, add your forward projection. You want to extend your timeline into the near future, 6 to 12 months, with 2 to 3 skills you're currently developing or planning to acquire. Remember to bring a printed copy of this timeline to your interview. When you're asked about your learning agility or adaptability, briefly explain your approach. I've documented my skill acquisition process to demonstrate my learning velocity. As you can see, I've consistently reduced time needed to master new skills while increasing my implementation speed. Hiring managers will not only be impressed, but they will now begin to envision you already in the position and future positions. The skill evolution timeline is a flex, period. Remember, employers aren't paying for skills you already have. They're investing in your capacity to develop skills they'll need tomorrow. Now, on to your future value projection. This is all about your ability to anticipate and prepare for emerging industry needs before they become mainstream. This is like playing chess. While average candidates focus on their next move, top performers plan 1, 2, 3 moves ahead. You're going to do this by building your future impact roadmap. You're going to identify emerging industry trends, mapping your learning plans to these trends, then showing how your unique value skill combinations will create future value, demonstrating proactive preparation for market shifts. Let me share 3 powerful ways to build future-focused skills without traditional college that hiring managers find incredibly impressive. Method number 1. Industry-recognized certifications. Almost all industries have specialized certifications that carry significant weight with employers. Unlike 4-year degrees, these targeted programs focus exclusively on immediately applicable skills. For example, a project management professional certification can be completed in 3 to 6 months. That's the industry standard. But I had Tamara McLemore on the podcast recently, and she's a PMP guru. If you want to get your PMP in 30 days, check that episode out. What makes this approach powerful is documenting not just the certification, but your implementation speed to get that certification. Showing examples of how you quickly applied these frameworks to real situations is key. Method number 2, guided project portfolios. Create a self-directed project portfolio that directly addresses emerging industry challenges. The key is selecting projects that solve problems the companies will face tomorrow, not just today. Document each project with the problem identified, the solution approach, implementation process, and the measurable results. What impresses hiring managers the most is seeing candidates who identify emerging challenges before the industry consensus forms around them. Method number 3, strategic open source contributions. Contributing to open source projects or community initiatives demonstrates both technical skills and collaborative abilities. The strategic approach is selecting projects aligned with emerging technologies or methodologies in your industry. Document your specific contributions, problem solved, and how these experiences translate to business value. This method is particularly powerful for technical roles as it provides public, verifiable evidence for your capabilities. Now that's 3 ways to build your future-focused skills without traditional college. All of these put lighter fluid on your future value projection. Remember this, the future value projection isn't about predicting the future value perfectly. It's about demonstrating your proactive approach to skill development that directly aligns with the emerging needs in the industry. These 3 non-college methods show hiring managers you're not just preparing for today's role, but continuously building capabilities that will drive future success. What makes this approach so effective is that while other candidates are scrambling to catch up to current requirements, you're already building the skills companies will desperately need tomorrow. Your ability to anticipate and prepare for future needs transforms your expense into an investment in the employer's eyes. That's 3 steps to implement your future skills portfolio. Number 1, the portfolio versus resume mindset. Number 2, learning velocity documentation with the specifics on your skill evolution timeline. And number 3, the future value projection. But here's where most candidates get it all wrong. They think showcasing years of experience is impressive. But the most successful professionals that I work with focus instead on demonstrating their rate of adaptation and future relevance. Let me show you how to implement this regardless of your current experience level. Let's break down exactly what you should do this week to build your future skills portfolio. Number 1, create your skills acquisition log. You want to first create a simple spreadsheet documenting every new skill you've learned in the past 18 months. Note how long it took to learn and one specific example of how you applied it. Avoid the common mistake of just using skills without any context. Instead, focus on your learning process and the implementation speed. Tactic number 2, develop your trend alignment map. Next, you will want to identify 3 emerging trends in your target industry. Subscribe to 2 industry publications and set Google alerts for those key trends. Create a visual map showing how your current learning activities align with those future needs. The key mistake to avoid here is focusing on trends that are already mainstream. Look 12 to 18 months ahead. And tactic number 3, craft your future value story. Finally, you'll write a 30-second narrative that connects your learning velocity to the company's future challenges. You'll structure it as market trend, your preparation, and the company benefit. The common pitfall is focusing too much on needs rather than the company's future opportunities. While others are scrambling, trying to prove they've done similar work before, you're now equipped to demonstrate your future value with the learning velocity documentation and your future value projection. Comment below and let me know if this in-depth step-by-step breakdown of how to set up your future skills portfolio was eye-opening. And until next time, I love you.